Aquarius, a big welcome to you. The sun is in Taurus, an earth sign, and for you, of course, quite beautiful because it's giving you a ground, it's giving you something also to be compassionate about, right? Because sometimes you can be a little bit cold because you are a star up there in the sky, right? You're like a diamond, shine like a diamond, kind of comes to my mind up in the sky. A diamond is beautiful to look at, but in the end it's cold, it's hard, right? And it shines, and it gives us, of course, it gives us hope, it gives us a direction, it gives us something to look up to. Now the Taurus is more that feeling of loving life, right? Loving life on a physical level, not on a mental level, right? You sometimes can get quite a little bit mental because you're intellectually very strong. Meanwhile, the Taurus is that bull, is that energy that we can say, okay, what can we eat, right? And really have the desire to eat a lot of different things, right? I feel it because since this month I like to eat things that I usually, I'm like, okay, let's eat, right? But my food, the way I eat is anyway, it's very, very diverse and very healthy. But in this month, I feel like I want to eat more for some reason as well, right? So the sun, which is shining onto you on your moon, right? And the moon is stationing right now in your sign, as that energy of we have an ego. We do think that when I say I, then it's, it's me. And interesting enough, it's this I has to dissolve because it's not conducive, or it's not good for the whole. I just saw this, the best sentence ever is, you can manifest anything, and quick, if it's for all. And it really shows that is Taurus. Taurus is the bull or the holy cow, and she or he loves to be in a community. When all feel good, then he or she feels good, right? It's not just me and I. So when we look at the Hermetic Tarot, which is a big foundation like the bull for the tarot cards in the future, right? For the people who have made their tarot cards. So they studied basically these cards because it was a brotherhood, a secret brotherhood that was formed 1888, and Edgar Wade and Aleister Crowley both were in this brotherhood and created their own tarot. So if you don't want to hear this anymore because you've been with me, please go forward. I will put the time, this time, into the description box below so you can directly go to the reading. But I do this for those who come new to me. What I would like to focus this time is this triangle that's pointing downwards in this hexagram above the Hierophant, which is the Greek word for high priest. It's broken, it's like a message, and that's what the Hierophant is about, and that's what you feel, right? When the sun is in Taurus, you feel messages, you feel more connected as also becoming a messenger, because these messages don't come clear, they don't come, so you have to grow into it, you have to become more powerful for them to decipher them, right? You cannot see what message is coming down, right? You have to evolve as well to it, and that's what he does. The triangle that goes up is that triangle that says, I'm gonna go back up to this energy. Here the triangle from the three heads, and here the pentagram, as we can see the pentagram here, and the three, right? And the three, number three, body, mind, and spirit, the star child, because the human energy, or the humanness, is the fifth dimension. It's the last dimension that we can reach a higher consciousness in physical form. It's important to him. It's in his heart, right? Because it's in heart region that he is. Because that humans evolve is important to me. Now, the church has shifted the whole awareness about this institution, which is a very square, kind of heavy institution. And of course, when I show you now this card with the medicine woman, he stands in front of a forest, right? You would first think that are stones, but it's trees and the forest behind it. That's his church. And that's what's really happening now more and more, is that we are going out in nature and get the message out there because it's more clear. The message is so beautiful. Sometimes it's just so simple. A beautiful flower, a beautiful rose. Between self and world, to make peace, and peace lives from inner peace lives to the outside. How do we achieve it? Meditation, right? I do offer meditation. I'm right now giving Osho's 112 meditations ago. So I am at meditation number 5, right? Today I'm going to do meditation number 6. So here 5 people sit in front of him, and again they're all from different backgrounds, right? It's not that only one God exists. It's many variations of God, right? And God can become however you can get the message, or however you can see something divine. That's how he puts the robe on. Here, this wise, gentle man listening to this man, listening to this one with his hands folded. And he has the key. He has the key to the door, right? He has the key to the door, which is, in a way, the door, the feminine, because the Empress is the door, right? Dalet is a door. So we see a lot of symbolisms again. Of course, the holy light, the light that guides him, the light that is there for him. In this Handel Tarot, we see also a reconciliation between the Jews and the German, the Jewish alphabet and the rune alphabet, which is the original alphabet of the Germans, right? And of course, he did this on purpose, because in the war he was a prisoner in Russia, and a young Jewish soldier saved his life. And he realized, right, many things. I mean, he realized a lot. For you to create a tarot deck means you look into the Kabbalah, you look into the Jewish tradition, because it's as we go up, so it will come down. If we make the effort to go up, then Spirit says, I make the effort to come down, and that's easy. That's like I'm bowing down. I just let go, right? Like a leaf, I let go. But coming up is work, is action needed. That's why it's red. The High Priestess for me is in this position. So, since Hierophant means high priest. They're in a way a couple. She also bows down. She goes down with Namaste into the forward bend where all 5 points of the star child of the pentagram is pointing down to the earth, is bowing down. It's offering itself. It's offering the action, the feet, the walking, the hands. The 5 senses are in the earth, right? And then you come back up and you reach 3 parts up, which is also 1, 2, 3 stages, right, of the body, mind, and soul. So you are, of course, the star, right? Beautiful star, shine like a diamond, right, in the sky. And you are a diamond, right? You are a brilliant, beautiful energy. But like I said, you can also be cold. You can also be very analytical, right? Your elements are all aspects of spirit or of the mental. And you have, of course, 7 stars and 1 big one in the center. The Aquarian symbol of your zodiac sign. Here the tree of life, a little bit abstract. I really kind of like it. The black and white, right, showing how it's arranged. Then here the spinning wheel almost. Then here she has again the pentagram above her head and the sun's ray. And from her hips she becomes water. She is connected with the water. She has this 8-pointed star above her head. She is the Earth star. She has 6 stars circling around and 1 is almost falling down to Earth. Here the ibis, right, the bird of knowledge. She's naked. She's androgynous. She has no male, no female energy. She's neutral. Here in Aleister Crowley, she shines the light to herself. It's almost like she holds 2 cups of the 2 cups, right? Again, it's almost like he's trying to say she is also 2 of cups. But she's giving herself the love so she can give that love or that light or that hope back to others, right? This is Uranus, the planet of liberty, individuality, right? Also of change. And it's unpredictable change, right? Uranus is connected to the Fool as well. And so there is a liberation in the Aquarian energy. It's the future, and from there we get the feeling the future is shining down, is coming down to us. Here in the Medicine Woman Tarot, she made them the grandfathers. And it's beautiful because the hope shines within you. The wisdom of the ancient ones that I can drink. The wisdom of the ancient ones that I can drink. Because it's about that this light, this star, the water that comes down, even though it's circulating, right? Its steam goes up and it, as rain, comes back down. But where did the water come from? From the stars, right? So the elders know about it, and for them the rivers and the water is sacred. When you drink it, you drink the wisdom. So we need to protect, right? We need to protect the water. Here in the Handel Tarot, he created actually not an 8-pointed star, it's like a 10-pointed star connecting to the Sephiroth of the Tree of Life, and 7 little ones circling around, and it's her hair that becomes this waterfall, right? Again, it's that star that brings the water brings the love, brings the water that we can drink. Now, for me, of course, the yoga card, the first one that I did was the stars falling down, and here in the hexagram with the sun symbol in the side, in the center, is where the transformation is happening, and the stars falling down, and in his head then it becomes the 8-pointed star. So the star is like a human that's falling down from heaven. The card number 17, right, the big star and 7 little ones, and makes it the 8th, the number 8, as that infinite loop. And then here I did another one where it's a little bit more with the blue, the water, and with the red, the action. Same thing here, right, with the Hierophant. The red goes up, but now the light comes down. And it's very interesting, right, because in a way this is the female energy. The water is coming from the stars down to us. The position is side plank with grabbing a foot, and here she has 1 foot on earth and 1 foot on water, like this lady, right? 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on earth. So here she also, as you can see, holds her hand on land and foot on water on planet Earth. And I'm working on it again. So here I'm actually working on, this is the longest night. There's this dark sign because the days are getting slowly longer and longer, right? In Aquarius already we feel it, but I need to put here another sign of the days, that the days are still short. That's my position, my yoga position, right? Star pose, as you can see here one more time, side plank. If you're born between January 9th and February 7th, of course, you are the classical King of Swords, right? You are mind. You are air and air. And interesting, yesterday I did the German tarot reading, and it was very windy because the Taurus is also a king. So he's part air and earth. So we had 3 parts of air yesterday, and it was quite windy. Today already it's changed, right? But it's cold outside. So you have a chariot, and as you can see, you have a pentagram in your third eye, and look, you have these butterfly wings, and you're here on the chair, the Prince of Chariots of the Winds. Very beautiful, right? Then of course here you sit on your throne. You have also a little bit of clouds, but indicating the movement, right? Also the trees a little bit, the movement, the butterflies, the sword, right? The sword in your right hand, in your mental side. Then here, Aleister Crowley, kind of again on a chariot with the sword moving forward. In the Medicine Woman, you are the completion of the Aries. The master in telling us stories, right? You are telling us beautiful story of the past because of the grandfathers, right? You are holding also the future, right? Because you bring the future. So she's able to tell what she lived, what she did, inspired by the future, but it's the past now when she's telling it, of course, to this child. But it will inspire the child to grow up nourished through that. In the Handel Tarot, he made out of you, Re, you, the father of the swords in the south. And Re is the sun god, and the sun god is the most important god in Egypt. He rules the 4 directions, and he has a falcon head, and is connected to Horus. All life is created by Ra, the sun. Very beautiful, right? As you can see, the big sun above his head, giving life, giving with the snake the energy of the next generation, giving life. It's continuously evolving and moving. Good. So I want to show you new cards, tarot cards, the Mystic Tarot and Oracle, the Mystic Moments. She's German, and she has also an interesting story. Her grandmother was doing the tarot cards, and then she started doing collage, and I would love to do collage, but rather also on the internet or on the computer. But I'm not so good in computer work. So when you do collage, right? When you do collage, it's there is something very interesting, because you can cut something away and then you can add something, right? So she is, let's have a look, of course, right? She is, with her cards, created the collage. So there are a little bit too many. I take the top one and I put, oh, there's two. Let me put it on the side, right? We'll look at it at the end. As you can see, right, so that's her way of, through collage, she then drew these cards. So look at this card and allow this card to give you an inspiration. For me, look, of course, it says in the number 3, in the realm of dreams. And she's very much with a home, connected to a home, connected to her castle, right? And she holds in her left hand a bird. It also looks like a nest, and she is protecting, almost with her mind, this nest for this bird that she holds in her left side, in her feminine side. So the meaning, I have to translate it because it's German. I don't have the English cards. Soul travel, imagination, inner strength. We all know the story from the Sleeping Beauty. Who slept 100 years? This card is showing the Sleeping Beauty. Her hair is so thick that it becomes like thorns and spinning a ball around the castle in her head. Imagine that your soul is sleeping and going to travel. She's looking for mysterious places, and she's flying through the valley of dreams. Where will it bring her? Which kind of people will she meet? Your soul is free. She is not locked into a place. When you're ready, you can overcome all obstacles, and even a thorn bush like here in Sleeping Beauty is not blocking you. Like the bird in the hand of this Sleeping Beauty, your soul is waiting to be free and to experience all the things that you always dreamed of. Believe in your inner strength and start with living your dreams instead to dream in your life. Very clear message, right? So you got to look first what it is that you're dreaming about, because now is the time. Now is the time, and it's been always the time, but now more than ever, people are liberating themselves from a system that was indoctrinating them. You have to remember, right? You are connected to the rebellious, right? The Uranus, the planet, is a revolutionary rebel. And a revolutionary rebel is not understood in the time that he is creating the revolution. He's understood maybe 100 years later, right? But now it's still time for you to say, I don't want to live like this anymore, right? If you feel that you can get out of facts because you love to be in the facts, you love to be in this is right, I mean, this is the law, very much like these are lawyers or like people who, you know, represent the intellect, architects, but very conform, right? Sometimes the book after the book. It's important, right, that you understand that a friendship, because that's your 11th house is your friendship, that a friendship is a small, sometimes we have 2 friends, right? And as soon as 3 people come together, right, when there's 3 people, then it's a group. And when it's a group, because you are a group, right? There's 8 or 7, right? 1 and 7. You and 7 friends, maybe, right? It's like when you get along with your 7 friends, then you get along actually with the whole world, because in the end, there are 9 types of people. And each person can be put into these 9 types. So if you connected with your friends, and if you have a good relationship with your friends, you can be good with the whole world, right? And so to create a revolution, you don't need to think about the whole world. You need to think about your closest friends. Do you want with them to liberate the world, to revolutionize, and to dream about something every soul is dreaming about? The soul never really comes here to do negative things to others. The soul is pure. The soul loves to just experience, but never in a way that it will hurt someone. We human have, in our childhood, most of us have experienced situations that were not always ideal. And so we relive those kind of energies again, right? That's the only reason why people do negative things, because they're cut off from their true being, right? They're cut off from the soul, because sometimes even the soul is disappearing, right, from a person that's like extremely negative. So, in the realm of dreams, you are sleeping. The Four of Swords is a card of meditation, a card of going within. It's a card that's saying, Jupiter in Libra, you've got to get ready. You've got to prepare yourself. She has 1, 2, 3, 4 feathers that allow her to come into a balance, into a stable, because the 4 is Chesed, and Chesed is the stability and the square and a realization, right? Because before that's Gevura, Bina, sorry, is Bina. And Bina is the mother, is the number 3, right? So you are dreaming, you are meditating, right? You are in a state of, in a dream state. You're in a state of you recovering as well, right? Almost like you need to get away from all of this, so you go even deeper. You don't want to be sleeping anymore, but you really are sleeping. And in your sleep, you get the message from a fish, from a Pisces, because this is the Page of Cups, and the page is connected to all 3 water signs, which is Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. So here we have a little fish in a teacup, and the little fish is literally speaking to her and saying to her, hey, what are you gonna do about this? Get out, do, become again this what you want to do as a young child. It's encouraging you to follow your deep emotions, because it's water. And in your meditation, somehow you see this, you feel this. There's something communicating with you, because it is the message that's coming down. It's the message that's now giving you a clear, speaking an animal, speaking to you, right? That's how messages come down. Sometimes a flower even talks to you, right? So, this is the first time I see it in this deck, because I've not been working with it for a long time. This is the Devil. And the Devil is a mushroom. And which one? The mushroom that is intoxicating us, right? Because this mushroom has created, though, the shamanism in the northern hemisphere, right? So there is almost like a hallucinogenic energy coming through, because the number 15, the Devil, is the Capricorn. For me, it's not the Devil, right? For me, it's not Capricorn, it's not the Devil. It's the god Pan. And here she is with this dress with a spider. And the spider is almost having a hold on her. At the same time, she's holding 2 cherries in her hand. Opposite Capricorn is the Queen. So there is a Cancer, so maybe this is a Cancer energy. And somehow you feel that you're attached to this personality. And you got to heal. You got to heal from it. You got to heal because the Cancer, the Queen of Cups, is coming after, right? So you want to heal and you will heal from it. But here I feel that it's almost, there is this connection that she is influencing her. Meanwhile, though, she has this behind her. She has no power because she's connected to a fish, which is the subconscious. So the subconscious can be that there are still some negative things, some attachments coming up and speaking to you in your dreams, giving you an understanding that there are things that you got to let go of. You see that? It's, of course, it's Capricorn. Of course, it's been negatively influenced, right, by the church. The church made the devil out of it. But the word devil, when you look at it, is the word lived, spelled backwards. And this is just all the time that we lived, is what is literally in the subconscious speaking to you. But you will, and this is so beautiful, because you will get out of this, because she is literally wrapped around with healing water. She's wrapped with emotions. So the emotions that you have to let go are emotions that attach you to a time, a past. Yeah? Letting go. So I put these two together, right, because it's clear. And I put these three together, very clear, right? There I have a story here. It's very interesting how the Capricorn, the earth energy, is wrapped around with water, where she is getting the information, then she's getting drawn into the first dimension, right, into the first chakra, but she's growing and evolving and becoming the Queen of Cups, right? The Page, or sometimes these are the princesses. She is realizing through this maybe hallucinogenic experience or a dream experience. In the dream, she's waking up and she's growing up and she's becoming the queen. You are becoming the queen. You are waking up. In this dream, you start realizing that there is still stuff going on in your subconscious, because this is coming after, but you get through it, right? You get through it and you can reconcile, because you see here the seahorse. The seahorse is the only male that is giving birth to the babies. So there is a healing of the patriarch. It's saying we gotta heal the patriarch, because there are some men out there that are good. There are some men that are not just in this negative energy, in this let's trap people, let's create a web like a spider. A lot of people don't like spiders, but spiders in a way are, this is the World Wide Web. This is the internet. And Capricorn is before Aquarius. Maybe look, right? Maybe you have the dates different. Maybe you not just the King of Swords. Maybe you the Queen of Pentacles. So then a new beginning is through the healing, a new beginning where you go, a path. And of course the crocodile is here in the depths of this path that she's going. But at the same time, she is taking on this path. She is saying, I do want to know, right? The Fool, what I said, is also connected to Uranus. So you begin fresh, and here we have Justice, which is a Libra. You begin a new path of justice. You begin a new path of where you release the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is literally giving you now, of course, when it's reverse, right? It's fell down, so it's reverse. The Ace of Cups, it's like this stress. It's like, yes, release it. And this is it, right? I'm not going to take more because her cards are really, for me, very strong as the message that's behind it, or the mysticalness behind it. So the Ace of Cups reverse, when the Ace of Cups is reverse, it says missing emotional connection, fear of intimacy, strong ego, overwhelming emotions. The same time, I feel, because this crocodile is in the depth, it's lurking down there, right? So now the message is getting quite clear, right? It's like you've been dreaming to begin new. You've been dreaming to step out of the norm, but you don't allow yourself. For some reason, you think you need to work in this institution. You need to produce. You need to make money. You're trapped in the typical, like, I need to make money. I need to, have the status. So you are dreaming. You continuously dreaming. You are resting in between, right? Here you're working, and then here you're resting. Here you're working and you need to rest because this is intense, right? The work here is intense, is trapping you in your head. Then you lay on the moon and you're like, okay, I gotta figure this out. Then you have here this dream. In the dream, you have the messenger coming to you, which is a little fish, which is, when you drink this cup, you're never going to be the same. When you drink ayahuasca, when you drink a life-altering substance, which is what this mushroom is saying, right? This is the Amanita muscaria. Amanita muscaria. This is a mushroom that was used by the shaman. The shaman is wearing red. And look who's wearing red as well. There is a beautiful movie, or a movie that's called Pharmacratic Inquisition. It talks about this mushroom. It talks about how the shamanism was created by this man, which was Santa Claus. And look at how the church has taken over this information. So here is, in a way, a shaman, right? You have drank something that opened your eyes, maybe also just in your dream, and the healing began. You are not the same anymore after you have taken, right, a life-altering or a shamanic experience. The shamans are the ones that speak through flowers, through feathers, right? Feathers are the evolution of a bird. Feathers are saying that this reptilian brain, this reptilian brain has evolved because now the bird is flying, right? All feathers are constantly saying, here I am, evolving, right? It's the evolution. Flowers are the evolution of the vegetation. Here it's the evolution of animals because they're flying. It's the evolution of a fish now talking to you. Evolution where a male is giving birth to the babies. And then you are taking this new path. You are going down the rabbit hole, right? You say, okay, again, Alice in Wonderland, it's a hallucinogenic experience. He's going down the rabbit hole. He's going down and he's experiencing, of course, through the reptilian brain, a liberation. The Libra, liberation, the Libra is here. And so this is scaring you. It's scary when you go and take a path like this. Then, this is so crazy, then the cup that has spoken to you is liberating itself, is saying, you got to let go, right? In the Native American tradition, in the medicine woman, it says, it hasn't come yet, but it is about to happen. The liberation of the butterfly, the color yellow, the empowerment that is freeing, that is coming out of this cup. You see the same cup, there's a cup and there's a cup. Now the cup is spilling over. And last card, right, under the deck, King of Pentacles. Taurus, right? King of Pentacles, Taurus. Then you are re-seeing religion from a different perspective. You are becoming aware that the patriarch, that this male, here is the coin of Caesar, this male dominance that he's balancing, right, in nature, is over, is finished, right? You release, you free yourself from a male dominant energy. So sometimes they also say, of course, that the devil is a masculine energy, right? That's what Aleister Crowley says is the most male card there is. But what about the goat? Not the male, but the female, right? What about Taurus? What about the holy cow? The elephant, the first chakra. Here, Taurus, the first chakra. What about the holy cow? Let's go and incorporate male and female. Let's go and stop, right, the patriarch from being overwhelmingly controlling over women. And this is what you're bringing because you're neutral. You are the right? You are bringing unification between male and female, down to earth. You are bringing that dream down to earth. You are freeing yourself from constitution, institution, male, dominant institution that is the Taurus energy. You are dreaming of a new combination, of a new bringing male and female together. You have from your subconscious, the subconscious is speaking to you, is giving you a clear understanding that we have to free ourselves from the patriarch, and the women are coming, are getting strong, and the women are connected to the men, which are giving birth, right, to the babies, which are protecting the babies. And there is this path that you need to go deeper down into your subconscious, right, into the Piscean age, the fish age, Pisces. Go deep down, right? Find a justice, find the justice, so that then you can turn this around. When you find justice and turn this around, you're liberating not only yourself, but you're liberating also all the male, all the patriarch that are standing here, right? Liberation, free, right? Here, of course, it's not there yet, right? But it's coming. It's on its way, it's coming. No more choice than to do it. And you are listening. Look how beautiful this is. You are down in the earth, down and listen. Down there are now the reversed cup. Don't be afraid, because you are connected to the roots of all this liberation that is happening right now, right? The freedom that is coming to all of us. You are seeing it, you are dreaming it, right? You are listening, you are hearing, you are listening to all the dreams of the people, because in the meditation you get the information very clear. You know what's happening out there, and you help people to free themselves. Wow, so beautiful, beautiful message, right? Of course, I feel like I want to go further, but it's already 54 minutes. I'm done. That's it, right? I let you also look into the picture, look into the reading, and see what it is that you feel that these pictures are speaking to you. Anyway, it's a step of the messages coming, right? Remember, right? The Taurus energy. Thank you so much for watching. I see you then in the next reading when the sun is in Gemini. Namaste.